The Pokemon Legends Arceus hype season starts today. As of today, we are 98 days away, which is I think 14 weeks away from these games finally coming out. There have been very credible leakers posting these cryptic leaks that aren't at all obvious how they're leaks. It would be like if somebody leaked out a picture of like an animal skull and that was supposed to like be them leaking Cubone. So if you don't like leaks, I would say this video is mostly okay to watch because it's all going to be speculation. We're going to look at what they've shown us, and we're going to try to figure out how that's going to be applicable to Pokemon Legends Arceus. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Beacon. I do plan on doing a lot more videos sort of similar to this, obviously a little bit different. I just want to get hyped for Legends Arceus in the best way possible. If you do leave a like on this, thank you so much for doing so. And if you do leave a comment, I will respond to every comment posted on this video. And let me know like how you feel about what we covered today, all the stuff that we speculate on, where you think I'm wrong, where you think I'm right. I'm probably going to be wrong about a lot of stuff, but this is going to be a fun one. I'm very excited for it, and I cannot wait to get excited with the best community on the planet. So the first thing we're going to take a look at, guys, is this person on Reddit. Their name is KeyInevitable. Did a really good job of breaking down like all the information that has been coming out about these cryptic leaks. So essentially, Ball Guys, Eclipse, Centro, who's had a little bit of a shaky ground when it comes to like them being reputable and trustworthy. As of late, I think they're a little more trustworthy, but I obviously, guys, no matter what, take this with a grain of salt. But also, a lot of the stuff that they have been like leaking out has come to fruition. They were leaking out like Zorua like 2 weeks ago or like a week ago, and obviously we got Zorua revealed yesterday, I think it was. So the first thing we're gonna check out is this is called detailed serious research about all the riddles so far. So it says, okay, so we are gonna suppose Centrios Riddles and Ball Guys leaks are real. We know these are the facts. There's no new forms or evolutions for Gen 4 Pokemon. We've seen 80% of the original Sinnoh decks in the game so far, and there's no new forms. Plus, they want to reinforce the iconic traits of the gen, adding new things. Because when people were speculating as to like what the Pokemon was from those videos they've been dropping recently, a lot of people thought they were going to be like a new Snorunt form or a new like Glalie form, or like a new Frostlass. But we haven't got any Pokemon that are from Gen 4 that have like new forms yet, as far as I'm aware. All the regional forms so far have been from the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd and 5th gens, specifically 1st and 5th. No Collusion. I always think Collusion is so weird to say. Is it Collusion? You call it a Collusion like Geodude? That's so weird. A Alolan or Galarian native Pokemon had any new form. So we must stick to this pattern until confirmed otherwise. There is no regional evolutions, new evolutions exclusive from a regional form, Runrigus, Berserker, Mr. Rhyme, on this game so far. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum are the first games to introduce gender-exclusive split evolutions for previous existing Pokemon, Gallade and Frostlass being examples, so it wouldn't be rare to add new ones. Pokemon already seen in-game can't have a Hisuian form. We never had regional and original forms coexisting in the same region, which I mean, that's true. Alpha Pokemon seems to be always final stage evolutions, so any Pokemon capable of reaching the alpha status cannot get new evolutions. So if you guys see like all the Pokemon in the trailers, like Electivire I think had an alpha form, I might be wrong about that, Gyarados, Ursaring, they all have like the red eyes and it looks like they're like possessed almost. So guys, this is the Chinese Riddler, who has been notorious for getting like all of their leaks right in the past. They always leak out similar stuff when new games are going to come out for like new Pokemon. So this is their post, right? And when they posted this, I think Centro were the ones that kind of like took this and ran with it. So we see Centro tweeted out the strong baby, the ghost with the I always forget what that's called actually, but it's like the kimono, and then the moon butterfly. And I think Centro literally just copied what the Chinese Riddler leaked out, because it seems like that's just super obvious, right? But we'll get more into that in just a minute. I wanted to just let you guys know like what this original leak was. About the Chinese Riddler part, I still think all the 3 images are only the Rowlet line, but it could also be, as many of us thought, the secondary types of the final stages, which I agree with. The buff girl is 100% Rowlet, as I explained on the link above. We are going to suppose the Chinese Riddler used the grass first, 2nd for the fire, and 3rd for the water, like the Dex uses on every region so far. The only thing is, though, I really think that they got this wrong, Because it says the Rowlet is going to be the grass and fighting, which will be representative of the buff girl. But I really think if we got like a female Decidueye, because I think I've seen like owls with like really cool patterns on like their wings, and I think the moon moth could be referencing Decidueye, and that's not for Oshawott. Because I don't know why Oshawott's like new final evolution would have anything to do with a moth. It just seems like that's such a weird way to go with that evolution, where like Rowlet has wings, Decidueye has wings. So if you're going to give Rowlet a new evolution, wouldn't it make more sense to make it like more feminine, have it like a really cool pattern on its wings and everything? That's me. But this is no matter what, I will be using Cyndaquil for Pokemon Legends Arceus. And if we do get a Fire Ghost final evolution for Cyndaquil, I'm going to lose my mind. Because in the thumbnail, I posted one of, his name is Zornio, who I've actually covered his region. He did a mock-up of what a Typhlosion that was Ghost and Fire type would look like, potentially. And I thought that was so cool. So I would take, up to this point, I would take all of this with a little more than a grain of salt. But once we get into Centro territory, I would be careful and maybe not take this take this with a grain of salt. This is Centrios Riddle, including the Chinese Riddler's Starter's Riddle. And so Centro, the Chinese Riddler, and then also Ball Guy. First, before anything else, man, this was the leak from Ball Guy, which was pretty recent. It says Pokemon leak, Gen 9 in 2022. BDSP, Primal Dialga, Primal Palkia leak is fake. They still have a new form like Origin Giratina. No DLC for BDSP. Legends Arceus. 7 new Pokemon, 17 Hisuian, new starter evolutions, Grass Fighting, Water Dark, Fire Ghost, no DLC. So they're saying that we're getting Generation 9 in 2022, which to me seems a little bit early. But I mean, I was always saying that it's possible because we got Pokemon X and Y in 2016. We got 2013, sorry. We got Sun and Moon in 2016. We got Sword and Shield in 2019. They've been following this 3-year generational gap in between generations for the past 3 gens. I can't see Gen 9 being any different, and I do think it'll be coming out in 2022. That's why I think this actually makes sense. But this is Centro's Riddle that they leaked out, where we see like this kimono girl. We see this, I don't know what this is. We see like a 2 hearts that are like linked together, but that are like, you know, from like exhaust from a plane. There's the Pokeball. There's this girl. There's the buff girl. She's really buff. There's the cactus, a snail ring, the moon moth. We've already seen that. The aircraft carrier with the plane taking off of it. This very shocked looking girl. I'm not sure what that could be referencing. And this, is that like a bear or like it's some kind of marsupial bear thing? I don't know what that is. But this says the Kimono Ghost refers to Cyndaquil Evo's typing. That I agree with that completely. Zoro and Perona refers to Hisuian Zoroark. That makes a lot of sense. Double Heart Cloud can be literally any cloud relating Pokemon or Pokemon whose regional variants switch to flying type. We all know the old Pokeball must be Hisuian, Voltorb, and Electrode. That would make sense. And there's been a lot of people talking about Hisuian, Voltorb, and Electrode actually getting new forms. Because how are you going to have Hisuian, Voltorb, and Hisuian Electrode be looking like regular Pokeballs when those Pokeballs I don't think in any other region have even existed yet? I agree with that. The Swimsuit Girl, I have nothing to say here. She is Maki from Love Live Though. Go Google some information. Maybe you can come out with some clue. The Beefy Girl refers to Rowlet's evolutions typing. The Mustache Cacti is a Cactuar from the Final Fantasy series. The specific Cactuar class is a Gigantuar. The only desert region of Sinnoh was Stark Mountain, and we've already seen it in-game, being significantly smaller and with closely no terrain surrounding it. So there is no desert on Pokemon Legends Arceus. I think it's a reference to Sudowoodo, since both are cartoony and share the same pose. The Snail Ring is a little bit weird. I think as many of you refers to a Dunsparce being an Ouroboros. That's a new one. Ball Guys and Eclipse also mentions an actual Dunsparce related Pokemon, but the last person says it's Steel type. which makes me think about the drill at the end of their tail and makes the Ouroboros theory a little bit weird. Dunsparce also resembles the Caduceus, this is so many words I've never seen before, Caduceus staff with their tiny wings. And the moon moth refers to Oshawotts of the evolutions typing. I still don't understand how you're going to have Oshawott somehow evolve into something that's relating to a moon moth. That doesn't make sense to me. The warship can't be Avalugg nor Dragapult if we apply the regional forms pattern mentioned above. You know which Pokemon is wide enough to be seen as a flat surface and is also related to planes? The new Mantike evolution. Now, there was another leak that was posted saying that we're going to be getting a new baby form for... I think it said either we're getting a new baby form or the evolution of that baby form is getting a new form. I think. New Mantike evolution. Other suitable candidates for Hisuian forms are Lapras, Walrein, Wailord, and Crustle. Now, Crustle would be interesting. But maybe we'll get a Crustle skin of the new Crustle in Pokemon Unite. Heyo. Retro Manga Girl, Panel Girl, Mommy from ESPER Mammy. Maybe a new Evo or Psychic type form. I'm going to assume the thing is the neck gets a vampire bite, even if it looks more like a cut. Split evolution for Zubat line or regional forms for Noibat or the Woobat lines. I'm going to try fin the exact panel of the manga though. I literally have no idea what they're referencing here. A new bear Pokemon. It's not Ursaring because we've seen it as an alpha Pokemon. Plus, Ball Guy Leak says it's not an Ursaring evolution, but another bear Pokemon that includes Teddiursa itself. So branched evolution is possible. Brown bears are the most iconic bears in Hokkaido. There's a restaurant that like is not really close to where I live. It's like pretty far away from where I live. But they also have like food, and I think it's like a chain in Michigan called Hokkaido. So my bet is on the split evolution theory. Since Beware and Pancham are excluded because of the regional pattern, the other possible bears are Hisuian Beartic or Branch Munch-like evolution. In a new culture, they raise bear cubs and, wow, they eat them. That's pretty dark. So maybe Ghost or Dark Bear type. That's super dark. And this is going to be Ball Guy's leak. He says, I don't know if Ball Guy leaks is Asian or is Eclipse in disguise or whatever. All I care about is their reliability. The tweet about the Hisuian Zoroark before it was revealed and without knowing the normal ghost typing, saying black over white, means Unovian Zoroark beats Hisuian Zoroark because of the typing, since dark type is the only weakness of the new Zoroark. To me. So they tweeted out a picture of like a mask that looked exactly like the like Zarua's face, whatever, and the text said white over black. I don't know, maybe it said black over white. Is that what it said? Yeah, black over white, meaning that the black is gonna be darkness is gonna be stronger over the white form, right? So this was also the riddle from Ball Guy Leaks, saying one of these Pokemon will be getting a new form, or like their evolution will be getting a new form, and Mantike here would honestly make a lot of sense. So they said one baby Pokemon lane is getting a new Hisuian form. Note this affirmation may hint other will have a new evolution instead. This is a list with my logic to solve the riddle. So it says new evolutions. Mantike. We've seen Mantine in-game already, so it can't be a Hisuian form. Bonsly. It was introduced on this gen and it's too similar to Sudowoodo to change only Sudowoodo design. It is Hisuian Sudowoodo who doesn't deviate from Jotonian Sudowoodo. I love, when I say Jotonian, I feel like a scholar. Design lanes too much still possible. Likely to have Hisuian forms in their lines. Pichu. Hisuian Raichu based on the Beta Raichu evolution, Gorochu, seems likely to me due to the strong inspirations taken from Japanese and Ainu folklore in the game. So they're saying Pichu, Cleffa is possible since there's no footage of Cantonian Clefable. Igglybuff, not a single image of the Igglybuff line in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Azurill, not a single image of the Azurill line in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Why not same thing? Smoochum. Arceus knows Jinx needs a complete redesigning, plus unseen line footage. Wait, unseen lane and footage. And it's basically saying Tyrogue is unlikely, making a Hisuian form. Though only some of the Tyrogue family seems weird, making a Hisuian form for all of them is even weirder. Happiny, their design's too close to Chansey's to change Chansey's appearance. Maybe. I guess I agree with that. I don't know. Even without the regional pattern that excludes every Pokemon from the last 3 generations, it's too recent to have a Hisuian form for Toxel. I mean, they could definitely, like, well, if you see, like, on the main building in Pokemon Legends Arceus, they do have a Galarian form for Weezing. So I don't think you can really, like, count out having some kind of, like, you know, Galarian Pokemon having Hisuian forms. I don't agree with that. I really don't agree with that at all. But I respect where they're coming from. Impossible to have Hisuian forms in their lines. Togepi evolves into Togekiss. No new forms or evolutions for Gen 4 Pokemon. That's our motto here. We haven't seen any yet, so I agree. Bodu said, what I say about our motto? Yeah, Roselia Roserade. And then Mime Jr. said, we've already seen Mr. Mime in the game. So it can't be really any of those. And as the last thing they say is, there's only one thing that makes us feel unsure about Ball Guy leaks. They said the climbing mountain is a new... you know that one picture of, like, where it shows the one Pokemon scaling the cliff that we have not even seen what Pokemon that is? That was in the same leak that where they first showed us Cleavor, and Cleavor came true. So I believe that that is going to be a legitimate thing. But we don't know what Pokemon that's going to be, if it's a new Pokemon, an evolution. And Ball Guy Leak said it's going to be a new variant for Weavile. But Weavile is a Gen 4 Pokemon, which would kind of break the pattern so far. It sounds pretty weird to me to add a split evolution to a Pokemon with a Gen 4 evolution, and also it seems to be too big in comparison to the Sneasel line. So I'll throw a picture up, guys, right here of what that leak actually looked like. A lot of people were speculating it would be a Nuzleaf evolution or a Gallade new form. And Gallade would also break this pattern because Gallade's a Gen 4 Pokemon too. But Ralts is not, obviously. So, I mean, you could give, like, maybe Ralts a 3rd evolution instead of Gallade and Gardevoir. But there was certainly a lot to take in here. And I can definitely link this in the description if you want to ever take a look at this for yourself and you want to go back and read more about it later. But I think this person did a great job. I trust the Chinese Riddler. I more or less trust Ball Guy. And it seems like Centro more or less just takes leaks from other people, throws it on their Twitter, and like, hey guys, we leaked it out. We're legitimate. So no matter what, I am so excited for Pokemon Legends Arceus to be coming out in 14 weeks, 98 days. We're going to be streaming it here all the time. Thank you for checking this out, guys. Let me know in the comments how you feel about all of the cryptic stuff we've covered today. I know there was kind of a lot that I kind of threw at you, but I wanted to just kind of catch everybody up so we could all be on the same page and all get hyped for Pokemon Legends Arceus together. I freaking love all of you, man. And I do think the only thing that I disagree with majorly, I think the Moon Moth is referencing Decidueye. And I think that the buff strong girl might be referencing, I want to say it's Samurott, but I could be wrong. Anyways, if we're getting a new Hisuian version of Cyndaquil, or Typhlosion, I mean, if it really is Fire Ghost type, it could become my favorite starter of all time, even over Empoleon. Because I don't like Typhlosion, but I love Cyndaquil so much. And I hope that they can, like, maybe make Typhlosion's evolution or form better or whatever. So thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. I will respond to every comment on this video. And if you did leave a like one more time, thank you so much for doing so. This video is way longer than I thought it'd be too. So everyone take care of yourselves, stay happy, healthy, hydrated, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace out, Beacon fam.